Namaste everyone, I'm Manvika, a 2025 GKS UG scholar from India studying in Korea Tech right now, Korean before starting my computer science degree. Today I will be sharing something really personal that is really the core of me, my personal statement that got me selected in this GKS scholarship. I didn't want to share this, but I was flooded with comments asking for this video. I hope and I believe from deep of my heart that this video will help each one of you who is preparing for this scholarship, who are putting their best, who are working so hard for this scholarship. So let's start. Before starting or writing your personal statement, you should make sure that you very carefully read the instructions that are given on the page where you have to write your personal statement. Like in the GKS form, the personal statement, the form number 2, the things that they have given, you have to cover them in your personal statement. So they have told you to write motivations with which you apply for this program and your educational background and the significant experiences that you have had, persons or events that have had a significant influence on you, and extracurricular activities such as club activities, community service activities, or work experience, and if applicable, describe awards you have received, publications you have made, and skills you have acquired, etc. Also, they have said that it is recommended to submit a supplementary document that can prove what you have described in this personal statement. Please number each document and submit them as other documents. Other documents can be submitted in simple photocopies without authentication. You guys keep asking me, do we have to apostille our certificates? No, you don't have to apostille your certificates. It's just mentioned here, and that's why I say please read the guidelines very carefully. Like, you will have no doubt. I mean it when I say you will have no doubt if you read your guidelines carefully. So after you are done with writing your personal statement, you have to again check the application form and read what were the things that they have mentioned that you have to mention in your personal statement. What does my future look like? What will I do in future? Questions that have echoed in my mind since the days when my world only included a mom and a dad. The answer, I'm still finding it. But instead of waiting for the answers to come to me, I have spent my life chasing them through every opportunity, challenge, and experience, hoping that somewhere along the way I will find them. My name is Manvika and I'm a recent high school graduate from India. Through my story, I want to share how my quest for answers has led me on a journey that will never end. So in the first paragraph of my writing, I started it with a question. And I started it with a question because the first thing that you have to keep in mind, you have to write your personal statement like a story, like a book. Write a small book, like write a one-page book. So I mean, write your personal statement like a story. And if you were writing a story of your life, how will you start your story? Like, what's the goal of your story? What's the goal of your life? That's how I started my personal statement. That's how, like, what I feel from the very core of my heart every time is, what will my future look like? That's my story. So now, what you have to do is you have to think about your story. You have to think about your life. What is the main core of your life? What is the main thing? What is the main part? What is the main principle with which your life is going on? You have to start, it's also recommended to start your personal statement with a quote or something, but the main goal is not to start with a question, not to start with a quote, or not to start with some great line said by some great person. The main motto of doing this, the main reason of doing this is to make it interesting. If the first line is really powerful and the first line is really interesting, that creates a kind of mystery, then the reader will be interested in reading your personal statement, because just first line creates the whole impression of your personal statement. If you start your personal statement with "Hi, my name is this," then it is kind of ruined because it's very ordinary. You have to stand out. So to stand out, you have to make it really good. So principle is you have to start your personal statement with something that sparks curiosity, that makes the reader curious, like what is this person talking about. So when I wrote that what does my future look like, what will I do in future, then the reader is like, what is she talking about? They will want to read more. Like, why am I talking like that? And again, you don't have to start with question, you don't have to start with the quote, you can start with anything, but that should be the main thing, that should be really interesting, and that should spark a curiosity in the reader. And also, while telling how does my story start, I also, in a small line, I tell what will be there in this whole personal statement. So I write it through my story. I want to share how my quest for answers has led me on a journey that will never end. So with this, I have also told them that what will I be talking about in this personal statement, and I also told that in a very interesting way. I said that it has led me on a journey that will never end. It's kind of interesting to a reader because they don't know what I was thinking. So they will be like, a journey that will never end? What does she mean? So it again sparks a curiosity. I explain what I'm talking about, but still, it will still make the reader curious. Like, what does this mean? So they will even read the personal statement with even more interest. Looking back, my journey was far from ordinary. It was a series of late-night battles, illuminated only by the glow of my desk lamp, where I fought with my mind, filled with equations, algorithms, and a passion to push my potential. Each setback in this journey was a reminder that growth needs perseverance. Over the years, from being a top student in my high school years to studying computer science, learning Korean, and starting a quote blog for extra earnings, I have learned that there are no shortcuts to success. Every step forward demands dedication and resilience. In the second paragraph, I write about my academic struggles and how things have been hard. I didn't always say that I'm perfect. No, I have told that I have worked hard. There has been late nights. There has been my mind is filled with things that I'm learning. So, and I also told that each setback, it means that I am also kind of accepting my failures. I'm kind of accepting my failures in my personal statement. I wrote here that what did those failures that I had taught me. And it shows a kind of mindset that even after things go hard, even after things are hard for you, things are difficult for you, but still you are hardworking for them. I won't say that I was resilient. I showed them that I did this, I did this, I did this. So then I wrote that it needed resilience. I didn't just write that I was resilient. So what I mean, if you are making a claim about yourself, then you have to prove it. If you are saying that I'm honest, then you have to show an incident. You have to write that why do you think that you are resilient? Why do you think you are hardworking? You have to make it like that. Because everyone will say I'm the best. Why do you think you are the best? What is the thing in you that makes you think that you are the best? You have to write like that. One of my earliest memories of trying something new dates back to 6th grade, when I decided to learn basic Mandarin during summer break. This small decision sparked a curiosity for cultures that eventually led me to learn Korean. It was not just about languages. In 12th grade, I competed for head girl position at my school. I wanted to challenge myself with interviews, group discussions, and speaking tests, which seemed like a mountain to climb. But the view from top when I was chosen changed everything. It was more than just leadership. It was about learning to listen, collaborate, and inspire others. These moments gave me a desire to create something bigger than myself. Eventually, I started Cosmic, a global youth organization providing opportunities to learn and grow together. Just to note that I no more work on Cosmic. I used to work on Cosmic when I was in my high school, but I no more have time to work on it. But then I kind of again start the personal statement with kind of a story. It makes a flow. I started it as a story, but I related it with something that started my story. So like one of my earliest memories is what? One of my earliest memories of my story is like trying to learn Mandarin. So how will I connect myself with Korean? So what I did, like I used to learn Chinese when I was in 6th grade. I had something in me that I started, let's learn Chinese in the summer holiday. I was like that. So I connected that with Korean. So I was like, so that's how I made a story. I wrote it like I learned Chinese, I learned Mandarin, and then from that interest for languages came in me, and then I started learning Korean. And even after learning Korean, then I competed for the head girl position in my school. And also I have wrote that I didn't do that for the position, I did that for the experience, I did that for the journey. And that's what it is. You don't have to show the label that I was the head girl. No, you have to show what's the journey of that. I didn't want to become the head girl, I wanted to be the part of the journey. But the journey led me to become head girl. Why I wrote it like this, that it shows my personality. It doesn't show that I wanted to be a head girl and I became it. It showed what was my mindset behind doing that. I have to show my mindset behind doing that. And no one knows your mindset. You have to make it. You have to write about it. So there was a curiosity for learning languages, but I joined that curiosity for learning with something that I did in my 12th grade. So you have to connect dots, connect the main events of your life with some dots. There might be something same in whatever you do, like if there is not, then but there must be some dots that needs to be connected. Like I have connected the dots of curiosity. I started with Mandarin out of curiosity, then curiosity even grew more for learning languages. Then after languages, my curiosity even grew more for improving my personality. We don't have to write the facts like I did this, I did this, I did this. No, I have to write it like this happened and then this happened. This happened and because of this happened. We have to make it as a flow. And even after mentioning that I became the head girl, I didn't stop. I have wrote what being that thing taught me. So that's why if you did something, you have to tell how that thing shaped you. Because me being head girl is of no use to them. What they want to know about me is my personality. So how I will tell my personality by connecting that with how it shaped my personality, how being the head girl shaped my personality. In 9th grade, I explored online opportunities and created a successful quote blog. By 11th grade, I was freelancing as a video editor and an affiliate marketer, which made me understand that there is no age to work hard and become independent. This journey also taught me how to balance my interests alongside academics. In school, I self-studied computer science as an optional subject due to absence of a teacher. Creating programs to solve problems in my computer science textbook fascinated me a lot. I still remember my first code, a simple program to add 2 numbers, which gave me immense happiness. It felt like some magical power to create something from nothing, where each code had potential to alter the whole outcome and solve some new problem. All these experiences have surrounded me with the digital world, driving me to pursue computer science not just as a field of study, but as a way to channel my creativity and innovation. Then in the other paragraph, I have mentioned about what were the extracurriculars that I did. what were the things that I did on my own. So here I have wrote about blogging and freelancing and stuff. So what you can learn from this way of writing is you have to show, is what I tried to do here was to show what I did when things were not perfect. Like, no one told me to start a quote blog, no one told me to start freelancing. These were the things that I started by myself. So you don't always have to write what were the things that you achieved from the school. You also can write about what are the things that you tried to do, what are the things that you tried to do when conditions are not the perfect. Like for the computer science, I didn't write that I was the best. I didn't say that I was the best in computer science in my school, or like I was always the best in computer science. No, but I told that what I did for my interest of computer science, even when I didn't have resources, even when I didn't have a teacher. And then I combine everything that I've talked about, like all these experiences, my freelancing, my blog, and all the things that I've done, how they are influencing me, how they influenced me to start to think about doing an undergraduate, doing my degree, doing my bachelor's in computer science. So with the second and third paragraph combined, I have told about my educational background and all my background that I have, the things that I've done. The thing that they told you to mention and include in your personal statement. Once, our school's director advised us to look out for opportunities to study abroad, explaining its impact on personal growth. Inspired by this, I decided to pursue my studies abroad, which will not only give me academic exposure but also a chance to experience new culture. I have gone through research by Korea Tech University, which made me even more eager to study and research my major through the advanced educational and research-oriented facilities provided in South Korea. I feel familiar with the Korean culture due to its similarities to Indian values, such as respect for elders, hospitality, and strong dedication to education. This makes South Korea a place both new and familiar, deepening my interest in studying there. In the other paragraph, I have mostly talked about why I chose South Korea and why I chose GKS, as they mention that to include motivations with which you apply to this program. So this part answers the most important questions that the admission officers will look for in your application. That why are you applying to the scholarship and why are you applying to South Korea? For me, it was the cultural values and Korea Tech research. You have to mention your own reason of why you're applying. You don't have to follow the same pattern. I'm just explaining what I did and why I wrote it. So in this paragraph, I tried to mention why I want to study in South Korea and why I want to study in Korea Tech University. Integration of AI in different fields can make a significant impact on our lives. My interest in this had led me to publish articles and research discussing its impact on education and mental health. I am also nominated for Young Researcher Awards 2024 for my researches. In one of my research papers, I have not only talked about the present innovations, but also about the future possible impacts of AI in education. Each of my work reflects the belief that technology, when used thoughtfully, can offer solution to some of the most pressing issues in today's world. The Global Korea Scholarship comes as a savior for me to realize my dreams. By removing the financial barriers between me and my dream to study at a prestigious university, this would give me the opportunities that would otherwise be out of reach for someone from a middle-class family like me. I'm ready to overcome every challenge to learn, grow, and make an impact on the global tech industry. In this paragraph, I told about why I want to study this major even more, and I have also talked that why GKS is important for me. I have really become frank that it is the scholarship that will remove the financial barriers that I have between me and my dreams. It makes them think that this person really needs a scholarship. The The questions about my future still linger, echoing softly, but with time, I have come to realize they were never meant to be fully answered. If I already knew the answers, the struggle to find them would have been meaningless. It is through that struggle, through every challenge and experience, that I have learned that the journey was never about finding the answers. It was always about creating them. So I will look forward to making the most of each opportunity and keep creating my future with the thought that has inspired me through every step. Work hard, be disciplined, and repeat. That's the only way. Work hard, be disciplined, and repeat. That's the only way. It's not said by a great person, but by me, who aspires to be one someday. I wrote the whole personal statement. In the end, I wrote how everything that has happened have shaped me, how everything that has happened have shaped my mind, and what I learned from everything, and not as facts like I did this, I did. What are you from inside? You have to make your personal statement like a book of yourself. Like if there was a book to be written about you, about your personality, how will it be written? How will it prove the things that you think that you are? Like that. Like I think I am the best person in the world. I have to tell in that, like I have to mention, I have to prove why do I think like that. That's how you write your personal statement. It's because everyone think that I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. But why would an admission officer believe that you are that? You have to prove that. And after you are done, one tip that I will give, after you are done writing your personal statement, just send it to everyone. Send it to not really everyone. So they will help you to improve it. Like I also sent my personal statement to my teachers. They also suggested me some things that I should change or that I should add. You should also consider sending it to other people, because I again tell that according to ourselves we write our best. We will always do our best according to our thinking, but we also have to know the opinion of the other people, because your application will be marked by some other person. It will be examined by some other person, a stranger person that doesn't know you at all. So that's why you have to know what is the opinion and what is the feedback of any other person, of a third person, if they read your personal statement. So that was my personal statement. We can say the core of my application. So if you are also in the mid of writing your personal statement and study plan right now, so just remember that you have to be authentic and clear about your goals, and write in such a way to make them see your vision, so that they can also see what you are seeing, so they can also feel what you are feeling inside. But still everyone have their own style, so just make your writing clear, understandable, and related and relevant, that resonate you, yourself, your goals, your dreams. That's it. I'm again saying that I really hope that this video will help a lot of you, each one of you who are preparing really hard for the scholarship. And I really remember the days that when I used to prepare for the scholarship, I used to pray like everything. I used to just believe in everything. I used to think that what thing that I can do that will make me win the scholarship. So I do understand that it's kind of really, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of really beautiful feeling that once I was there, right at your position, right where you are right now, just lost and trying to find some way, trying to do something, trying to get the scholarship and working so hard every day. But here I am. I'm making the video that I think at that time I used to want. it just really feels so good. So if you are really working hard for this scholarship, I really hope, I really pray, I really believe that you will get this scholarship. I will also say that if you don't get this scholarship, then just believe that in destiny there will be something even better for you. Because if one door closed, the other will be open. And I say that. Keep working hard, be disciplined, and that's the only way. That's all you can do. And if you did all that you could do, then nothing matters. You will always have something with you. That was all that was there for this video. And I started making this video in evening and it's pitch dark outside now. So yeah, everyone is working hard in their lives. Even if you get the scholarship, life won't get easy. And to be honest, it will become even more harder. But I think it's good. It's worth it. So yeah, keep working hard. And believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. That's mantra. Like when you wake up in the morning, say to yourself that I believe in myself. Not me, you, yourself. Say to yourself that you believe in yourself. Say to yourself that you are going to do this. Say to yourself that if you are working hard on this scholarship, then you are going to get this scholarship. You will. I've got nothing else to say. So bye bye.